What is up, y'all? It's your boy the Renegade Enigma here doing another video, and in this video I'm here to give you the results for WWE Raw's Roadblock pay-per-view. And yeah, let's get right into it. Whatever, we're gonna start off with the pre-show and whatnot, right? But everything happened as advertised and whatever. We didn't get an extra match like we used to do and whatever. Like, you know, they're used to do, like, they just add something in random, like a cruiserweight, multi-cruiserweight match within the pre-show and whatever. The pre-show had a match which was a grudge match. We had the Bulgarian Brute, Rusev, with his wife Lana, going against Big Cass. And I was kind of iffy on this, whether or not he's going to be there, but he had Enzo Amore in his corner. And yeah, this match was basically a waste of a match and whatever. Like, it was okay, you know what I mean? It wasn't the greatest match in the world. But, you know, it kind of was a waste of the pay-per-view. Thank God it wasn't on the main show. But, yeah, basically what had happened was, like, Rusev and Big Cass was fighting outside the ring. In fact, they were fighting in the crowd. Referees counting or whatever. Enzo is, like, distracted and whatever by all this action. Lana hits him from behind and, like, feigns like a leg injury and whatever. Enzo looks like he's about to hit her. You know what I mean? That's not PG. Yeah, I want it to be PG, but that wasn't PG, the way you made it look. So, you know, as he's distracted with Lana, Rusev, I guess, escapes Big Cass, and bam! He blasts Enzo Amore, basically knocking him out, and he is down. Big Cass comes back, checks on him. Rusev slides in the ring, 10. We have a count-out finish. And you're winning here, Rusev. Like I said, this match basically wasn't worth it and whatever. Whenever you do like a count-out finish to like a feud and whatever, like, it's stupid. Plus, they're gonna like, have the rematch on Raw and whatever. So, yeah, we have that. So now we're gonna go on to the actual pay-per-view and whatever in our first match. And our first match is for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship, and we have the longest running tag team champions in history, the New Day, Big E, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods. They're putting their titles on the line against Cesaro and Sheamus. And yeah, you know what I mean, it's three of them, so I have to like state the fact that Kofi Kingston and Big E were the ones defending the titles. Like 9 out of 10, it's always them. And yeah, good match and whatever. Sheamus and Cesaro were working well together. They got it together. You know what I mean? They did lots of tandem moves, lots of tag team moves. Like, it was pretty good, you know what I mean? I enjoyed it to see them as a team. They didn't like argue the fact that they got it together. The end came where, okay, first of all, they took out Big E. They took out Xavier because, you know, Xavier was going to cheat. In fact, he did, because at one point he actually kicked, I want to say, Sheamus and whatever. You know what I mean? But they took him out. Only one left was Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston and Sheamus was in the middle of the ring. Like, they were like tired, they were spent and whatever. Kofi really didn't have anybody to tag. Sheamus took his like time to tag in Cesaro because he was like really tired. He goes for the tag, and Cesaro, he fakes the tag or whatever. I swore he's gonna betray him because like he didn't tag him. But what happened was, when Sheamus went for the tag, Cesaro pulled his hand like in, like, you know, like a heel turn type of thing, but he walked in the ring. And like, he walked over to Kofi. Kofi did some move. I want to say it was either like the SOS or like the Trouble in Paradise or something like that. And I know he rolled him up, like, I can't remember off the top of my head. He rolled him up, but he wasn't the legal man due to him, like, you know, not taking the tag. So since he rolled him up, he was distracted. Sheamus, he runs in real quick, rolls up Kofi Kingston. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, a new Raw Tag Team Champions, Cesaro and Sheamus. So yeah, the Xavier Woods, he gets the belts and whatever. He's upset, but you know, he hands over the belts to Sheamus and Cesaro and whatever. You know, they end like the faces, because you know Sheamus is a heel. The faces, Cesaro and New Day, they hug in the middle of the ring. You know, basically like passing the torch, you know, saying congratulations, whatever. And yeah, you know what I mean. Then we have Sheamus celebrating with both belts. We have Cesaro in the crowd celebrating with the fans. And yeah, you know, we had new tag team champions, Cesaro and Sheamus. Next we have a 10-minute challenge match where we have Sami Zayn going against Braun Strowman, and like Sami Zayn has to last 10 minutes against this guy, you know what I mean? The match happened exactly the way I thought it would. Like the ending was kind of like different in my opinion, but you know what I mean, it basically happened exactly the way I thought it would, where Sami Zayn, he lasted the full 10 minutes, you know what I mean, but he got brutalized, he got destroyed and whatever. And yeah, I thought due to the fact of him like lasting the 10 minutes, he still would have lost, like he wouldn't have won, but he survived, therefore he won. They announced him as the winner. Mick Foley like came in at one point and was gonna throw in the towel, but Sami said no. He in fact took the towel and threw it in the crowd and whatnot. And yeah, Braun Strowman like told Mick Foley, I'm gonna destroy him. And then like after that, like that's when Sami Zayn started like get his win back and whatever. He, in fact, like the last 10 seconds he did the haluva kick and whatever. So we have that. This feud's gonna continue because you know Braun Strowman's gonna be pissed off, because I want to say he's been undefeated since he's been by himself without the Wyatt family on Raw. So he's gonna be pissed, and somehow, some way, I don't know if there's gonna be a rematch on Raw, but he's gonna destroy him on Raw. So yeah, we have that, right? Next we have the grudge match and whatever, and I swear this should have had some type of stipulation and whatever in it, right? We have Seth Rollins going against Chris Jericho. Long story short, Seth Rollins won this match, took out Chris Jericho, and yeah, Kevin Owens tried to go in for the save and whatever, and basically cost Chris Jericho this match and whatever. So you know what I mean, that basically like puts more of a wedge in between these two so-called former best friends and whatever, right? So yeah, we had that. Seth Rollins won that match, you know what I mean. It was a good, let's say, 17-minute match. It probably was, other than the Iron Woman match, it probably was like the longest match on the pay-per-view and whatever. So yeah, less spots, like, but yeah, Seth Rollins won. Next we have, for the Cruiserweight title, we have a triple threat. We have the champion, Rich Swann, going against TJ Perkins and Ryan Kendricks, you know, two former champions or whatever. And yeah, great match as you'd expect from the Cruiserweights and whatever. The end came, like, towards the end anyway, right? TJ Perkins, in my opinion, like, his, like, goody-goody persona and whatever is a dumbass and whatever. They should make him heel and whatnot. Yeah, people call him Gohan from Dragon Ball Z. Like, that's exactly right. He's pretty much Gohan. He has Rich Swann in his knee bar submission move and whatever. Rich Swann reaches the ropes and whatever, and normally in like one-on-one matches and whatever, you reach the ropes and whatever, the ref counts to like 5 and you have to break the count and whatever. You know what I mean? Otherwise you're gonna get disqualified. But in this particular match, there's no DQ. You know what I mean? So he could have won it right there and then, but he lets go. You know what I mean? Because they're friends and whatever. So yeah, this basically was like the end of the story for him, because this cost him the match. Because later on, they basically are fighting in the middle of the ring. Brian Kendricks gets in it. Bam! Double super kick by both men. Then all of a sudden, bam! Rich Swann's like spin kick or whatever it's called. You know what I mean? The kick he basically takes people out with that he's been doing lately. 1, 2, 3. You're a winner and still Cruiserweight champion. The Outlandish. I don't know why people call him the Outlandish, but yeah, Rich Swann. So yeah, he's celebrating in the middle of the ring, where out of nowhere you hear Neville's music, and Neville's back in the red apparently. You know what I mean? Like Neville's like all happy for his friend that won or whatever. Apparently they're friends. I didn't even know they were friends. But you know what I mean? He's walking in the ring, celebrating like, yeah, you won or whatever, right? Goes in the ring, bam, blasts Rich Swann and starts kicking him, like beating the hell out of him. TJ Perkins get in the ring like, dude, what the hell you doing? Bam, 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 bam. He does his kick combo, takes out TJ Perkins, and then like he throws both men outside the ring. Bam, throws one in like one side of the guardrail. Bam, throws the other one on the other side of the guardrail. And officially, we have Neville, part of 12-5 Live, part of the Cruiserweight division, and a heel. And this basically was like the highlight of the night, whatever. Like I was so shocked the whole night I couldn't even think of like anything else that happened. Like, it was awesome. You know what I mean? So yeah, now we had that to look forward to, and eventually this man is going to be Cruiserweight champion, I think, in my honest opinion. Like, he's been in the WWE for years, and only titles he's actually held were in NXT. He's a former NXT champion. Not too many people know he's a former NXT Tag Team champion. I believe with Corey Graves. Correct me in the comments below if I'm like correct about this. But yeah, next we have a 30-minute Iron Woman match, and we have the champion Sasha Banks going against the challenger, the former champion Charlotte Flair. You know what I mean? Good match, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't have a fall until the last 10 minutes of this and whatever. And yeah, they kept going or whatever. Sasha, like, her leg was like fucked up towards the end. And yeah, the match basically went 2-2. And like, the time limit went off. Due to like it being a tie and whatever, we're not gonna end it that way, so we went sudden death overtime. So they went sudden death overtime and whatever. Like I said, Sasha's fucked up, her knee's fucked up, plus her nose is busted open, like she's bleeding like crazy and whatever. Like, yeah, if you say women can't have brutal matches, this was kind of a brutal match. And yeah, she has her in the figure 8 and whatever. Like, she's like, again, her knee's fucked up, so she had to tab out. And like, our champion, our new champion, 4-time champion, new record for her, Charlotte Flair. And yeah, she basically has like this like pay-per-view streak going. She's like Miss Pay-per-view. She's like the female Undertaker, as she said on the pre-show. She's going undefeated, and this is supposed to be the last match of their feud and whatever. So she might go against Bayley and whatever. Hopefully that's a thing and whatever. Because as you all know, you may not know, Bayley and Sasha Banks had the first ever Iron Woman match. And you know, because this is the second one. So my suggestion for WWE, like, I know they're not watching this, but have a hour-long Iron Man match between Bayley and Sasha Banks. I mean, not Sasha Banks, but Charlotte. You know what I mean? Just to like prove who really is the Iron Woman. You know, that would be awesome for the title. Maybe at WrestleMania, since WrestleMania goes so long. But yeah, pretty awesome match in my honest opinion. And last but not least, we have, for the WWE Universal title, we had the champion, Kevin Owens, putting the title on the line against the United States champion, Roman Reigns. And yeah, pretty good match and whatever. We have like all the spots and whatever. Pop-up powerbomb, spears, Superman punches, like frog splashes, you know what I mean, like apron power bombs, drive-by kicks. We have all their spots and whatever. The end came where Chris Jericho shows up out of nowhere, and he acts like he's gonna hit Roman Reigns with the code breaker. You know what I mean? He's waiting for him to get up, and bam! Instead, he hits Kevin Owens with the code breaker, and we have a disqualification. So, you know what I mean, the winner still champion Kevin Owens. He's still our Universal Champion. So, Kevin Owens is like freaking out and whatever, and Chris Jericho hands him the belt, and he's smiling, and like picks him up. They're best friends again. I don't see how they did this, but they're best friends again. You know, they're hugging in the middle of the ring. Roman Reigns is pissed off, so he goes in the ring and they're running away. All of a sudden you hear Seth Rollins' music. Seth Rollins comes out, and they basically take out Chris Jericho, do the Shield power bomb through the table, take him out. I want to say it was like the Spanish table, as it usually is. So yeah, Kevin Owens is about to run away, and they get him, and they basically like do the Shield thing, and they put him through the regular table. And we end it with both Shield members reunited because they do the Shield fist thing. So apparently we have the tag team Shield back. You know what I mean? So yeah, we have that. Pretty awesome like pay-per-view, I want to say. If anything, I'll give it maybe a 6. Not their greatest work, but it was pretty good for what it was. The highlights were the Shield reuniting at the end. The Iron Woman match was really sick in my opinion. Sami Zayn getting destroyed, like that was crazy, and Neville going heel. Like I love like all of that. You know what I mean? The tag team match was like up there too. You know what I mean? We had new tag team champion. And yeah, y'all, you know what I mean? Comment down below and tell me your feelings of this. A lot of people shitted it on this pay-per-view, you know what I mean? Said it would probably be like the worst pay-per-view of the year. In my opinion, it wasn't. My opinion, it was really good. You know what I mean? Not the worst that they had. You know, that goes to, I want to say, SmackDown. But yeah, again, comment down below. Like this video if you like it, you know what I mean? Share with your friends if you would like, you know what I mean? Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And until next time, y'all, peace.